lifestyle, family,
trending topics, politics, and hello guys, and welcome to our show Everything is Everything. My name is Coco, and I'm here with my girl Nelo.
Hello everyone, good afternoon
and
from everywhere.
We have a lovely show for you today. We have a special guest, a veterinarian, and also a fashionista, also a mother. In fact, she's here to come and talk about the topic how to survive in this economy. Hello, how are you surviving?
My sister, I'm fine and I'm not fine.
I saw you drinking water seriously before.
As you cannot afford the Coke now, you know it's 400 naira before 50 per bottle. Let me drink my water in peace.
In peace, okay.
You never can tell if it's pure water I bought and pour in the bottle water.
It's true. At least everything is packaging now.
I have to maintain my steez.
So let's hear a little bit about our guest, DRJenny.
Hi.
Good
to see you again.
To our show.
Thank you so much.
She's looking all radiant.
Thank you.
I really love her outfit, especially her top. Is that a boo-boo kind of top?
Yeah.
The color combination is what I love.
Okay, yeah. Since I was coming out for a show, I decided to just wear something simple, but it has to be colorful since I'm wearing it with a black pants.
Yeah.
So it would make me look radiant some more.
I really like that because when she said looking in the back, you know, the problem I have is I think we need fashion police in Nigeria. You've not seen combinations of.
Again.
You did not hear her. She said she had to wear something colorful because she was having a black pants. Like she has this idea of color combo, like someone that knows textile colors.
That's what it means.
Some people will not really care. They will shall wear as she wear color. Just in fact, they will even find another pattern on top of it.
Fashion is the way you see it, the way you're comfortable with. Okay. That's what fashion is. If you're comfortable with it, and it's your line of creativity, your line of creativity goes with it. It's okay, provided you're comfortable and it's not against any ethical or religious belief in the area you're staying. It's okay. It's your creativity.
Okay. I remember back in secondary school, they used to say when we were taught home economics, when someone that is short cannot wear something, I think is it horizontal, and then someone that is
short people say they are close to the ground. That's how they call,
close to the ground.
Yeah, if someone is let's say if someone is very chubby. Chubby. It's not advisable to wear something that is horizontal.
Okay.
Men looking at the person looks wider.
Okay. So you don't need to wear a clothes that will make the person like
stripes. Clothes, the stripe, if I want to make for you, I would keep it vertical. So you don't look too wide. And then there are so many ways to play around a client's body structure. If you understand your client's body structure, you give them exactly what will make them look perfect.
Maybe doctor, you've not encountered some people that will tell you, it is what I saw in that magazine. They don't really care if it suits them. I saw this person wear, this is what I want. And you're like telling them.
This to advise. As a professional, you advise to an extent. If your client still insists, you make it for them. But you have to always advise that, this will suit you better. You give them choices.
Okay.
Yes, as a fashion designer, you have to, because apart from you making profits from your business, you also have to sell professionalism. Your clients have to trust you, so that next time they can come to you, they will say, no, my tailor will tell me, or my fashion designer will tell me the exact color that suits my skin, or the exact attire I can wear to this event. They'll build that trust, and once your clients build trust with you, then you've held them for a very long time. So even though a client is insisting, this is what I want, as a professional fashion designer or tailor, you have to tell them why, the disadvantages and the advantages. But if they still insist, you have to do what your client wants. Yes. So But we advise anyway. We keep advising.
Yeah, that's just the work, because so when the person hears from someone else like, you're supposed to do this, and at least the person will say, my tailor she told me.
There are instances like that, and then there are instances where they argue that no, this is what I want, and then finally they say, okay, let me just listen to you, and then when they go out, they start calling, everybody is saying I'm looking good.
I know that.
Yeah, so that builds the trust over and over again. Even to selection of fabric, they can trust you that, I have an event, I just want to look good, you have my measurement, give me the budget of, you tell them to give you the budget, then the cost and everything.
Okay. Well, me, I have fights with tailors. Tailors have done me something in this life.
I used to say to sometimes when they say tailor, I say, all this tailor, all of them, they drink the same mommy water. Because their disappointment no be here.
No be here. Oh.
The first one, you might you might jump from tailor A, and the tailor on the first day will treat you, and you think that's their brain used to operate. By the time you go the second, third time, it will still operate like the old one you left. How true is that? Is it not true?
So how are you able to cope with deadlines?
Well, I keep emphasizing on professionalism. If you are fully booked, there is no reason to collect any emergency job, or there is no reason for you to be greedy and still say you can do it. That will spoil your brand name. Yes, so as much as possible, I don't bite more than I can chew. Once I'm fully booked for the month or for the week, I tell you, I'm sorry, I can't meet up. If you can wait till this stipulated time, I'll be free. But if you can't, and then I always advertise on my WhatsApp. I tell them, sometimes I write fully booked for the month, so my clients already know. And then there are some designs that I can actually just make for you, like if it's a top like this, even if I'm fully booked, I can just squeeze out time. Something I know I can do. Like, that's why I have for my brand, I have the bespoke and then the ready to wear. Yes, it's already available. So just if I can't meet up your order, maybe you have a wedding, there should be, you're just bringing it, and maybe the wedding is on Saturday, today is
Tuesday,
and I know I can't meet up. In order not to disappoint you totally, I can give you options of, okay, I have this ready to wear. It goes with the color of the occasion. Would you like to use that instead? Or if you still say you want to make that one, I can still give you an option of something extremely simple that I know I can make within 2 hours or within 5 hours, But if you still insist, I'll tell you no. Because at the end of the day, my good will turn to bad.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, that's true. Yes. In fact, another question I want to ask is, when we introduced you like you are the doctor. You are a doctor, and then from doctor to being a fashion designer, what's the relationship? Because most times I thought doctors were supposed to be very busy people. There won't be time.
We had doctor that was a fashion designer too.
Exactly,
doctors are just becoming fashion designers. Please give us the
maybe that's the new
oil money. Go and become fashion designer, because I've heard her saying she's booked for the month. Please, where's that my calculator? Let me calculate how much.
Because I don't understand.
I grew up from a home where my grandmom was a tailor in those days of blessed memory. Yes, late Madam Beatrice Bunas. Yes, she was a tailor. And then my mom, I grew up seeing her open a fashion shop.
Really?
The fashion shop was called Perez Vogue. Yes. So
isn't that the same with you?
No. So when I decided to make mine, I added Jenny. My English, so I made it Jenny Perez Vogue. So that's where I got the
it's like
the interest.
You took over family thing.
Well, yes, inbuilt.
Because I'm sure your mom is not still in business, or is she?
Well, it died at some point. Yes, but when I started it again, because I started immediately after my exams, I passed my exams in UI when I finished, when I graduated. I said, no, let me stay back and learn a skill.
Which is important,
yes,
because now
yes.
with Nigeria,
You need
so I
multiple
learned
skills.
yes, so I learned how. So I said, okay, let me build on this interest that I have,
Yeah.
because I'm quite creative. So I said, if I keep meeting someone to explain, I might not really get what I want. So I decided to say, okay, let me learn. So I learned before youth service.
Okay.
Then I built on it over the years. So I learned in 2011. 2011. That's when I learned before youth service.
Okay, like how long did it take
To learn, I learned for just a month.
Wow.
Yes.
He did her blood right from time.
Okay, now just to touch
Because to learn how to
Mama
match
said,
pedal the machine.
okay, to match. Oh.
Yes.
So it's just,
Pedal
you know,
the machine.
when it's already down, coming from upstairs, you understand, from above.
The thing is flow.
It did flow, it did
From
blood
my
already.
head to my
You understand? That's it too. So that's very inspiring.
Yes,
That's
yes.
actually lovely. Okay, so if there was a scenario now, you know, your neighbor's daughter, she came to meet you. Auntie Jenny, there's this dress I want to sew, and the dress is, you know, it stops around, you know, somewhere very short, and it still has a slit again, and then the back is open, and you know, she tells you, Auntie, I'll give you double the price, Seth. I know that you're a good Christian woman, but this is money we are talking about here. I'll give you double the price. You know, I want to ask you, what will you do?
Well, as a brand, what we sell is we don't just do business, but we sell trust. Will I say sell trust? We try to gain your trust. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
And like I said earlier, I said would advise. We always advise our clients. And like you said, my neighbor's daughter, my relationship with the mom would have to supersede what's the outcome.
Profit.
Yes, the profit. Because that the relationship is there. You know, when as a business person doing business with relatives, friends, and you know, close friends and all of that, it's not easy. It's always easier doing business with total strangers.
Okay.
So, and because you just start on a very professional level and you keep it at that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to mixing emotions and sentiments,
Friends and family,
so the best thing, I'll decline the order from the daughter, because I know that it might cause dispute between myself and the mother, and maybe perhaps the mother has been complaining about how the clothes of her daughter is they are skimpy, and yet to me, and yet to feel like a betrayal of friendship and trust and all of that.
I thought I was the only one that had that mindset, because when you ask that question, honestly, when it comes to business with families and friends, there are sometimes you need to say no.
Tricky.
Even
yes,
if
it's very true. You just have to say no.
When the money seems like it's good, but there are some cases you just have to say no.
Yes.
For the sake of that relationship and your integrity.
Yes, for the sake of your integrity, the relationship.
I want to ask a question. Dr. Jenny.
Yes.
Who really is Dr. Jenny?
Oh, wow. Okay. First of all, I'm a human being.
Obviously, we know you're a human being. A woman, a female gender.
And I'm always ready to learn. I love creativity. Yes, and I'm outgoing. I'm outgoing in the sense that I love to meet people and learn from them, good or bad. You know, sometimes they say be a sponge and soak up everything, but I also say don't soak up everything. You have to be there. You know, just you have to select whatever you take into you. But you can listen to everything, but you have to sieve it. So
you have to sieve.
Yes, so I love meeting
take what
people.
will be good and advantage to you. And
I love meeting people. I am empathic. Yes, I'm very empathic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, so I love to help people as well, because from my brand, every year we reach out to the orphanage, we reach out to the less privileged, and that finance comes from the sowing we've done, the profit of the sowing of the year. We just take out a percentage and go to the orphanage.
It's like giving your tithes.
Yeah, so I'm empathic. Of course, I'm intelligent. Yes, and I am. I'll say I'm very meticulous.
Okay.
Yes, I am very, very meticulous, because in creativity, you opt for perfection. Nobody's perfect, although, but you try to create a masterpiece that is perfect. Yeah, so I'm quite meticulous with my, with whatever I do. I like to be intentional about everything I do. Okay. Then I'm just a happy person. I love to be happy.
It's very necessary, because nobody will give you happiness. You are the only one that has your happiness in your hand.
Yeah, happiness comes from within.
Yes, it comes from
inside.
Within.
Is it happiness? Yeah, out, yeah. But some people will tell you joy supersedes happiness.
Of course it does.
They say joy is eternal, happiness is temporary.
It's temporary. Yeah, that's why I said joy supersedes.
So should I say I'm a joyous person?
Okay, that's a better one. That's more appropriate, actually.
And I love looking good.
It's serious business. Is that not what you're selling your business?
Yes.
Better look good. Let me not be the one to give you that gist. You yourself better. And I think you're very social, truly, because as she even came into the studio, we had to be like, oh yeah, hi, and she was just so friendly and everything. So much bubbling. Yeah. Okay, so right now, do you have any people working with you? Do you have any people that you're training?
I used to train, but I just relocated to Ibadan. Okay. Yes, I used to train where I'm coming from, but
where is it?
I'm coming from Bayelsa State.
Wow.
Yeah, so I came for
So you came through boats to.
No, I didn't come through boats. I swam. I swam with the crocodiles.
I used to have a cousin there. That's how we used to joke with her. Like when she said she's doing something, she said, "Who will come to Bayelsa? Who won't come and enter boats, enter all those things." I'm going. That's a great one.
Yeah, so I came for my master's. And presently I'm not teaching anyone, but I've taught quite a number of people. Yes, I love to teach too. Yes, I love to share knowledge and gain knowledge.
Do you have a channel? Like, most people now, they have actually made it like media kind of a thing.
Oh yeah, like a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel, yeah.
I've not had time to do an online YouTube channel for it. But I plan to. Okay. When I'm free. But this period
And you mentioned that you're doing your masters. Yes, you're not through?
I'm rounding up.
Okay, what field?
Veterinary public health.
Oh, still the same veterinary. You said she's a doctor, but you didn't really specify the type she
Yes, I'm a veterinarian, and public health talks about the ability to keep the public safe.
Safe, yeah.
And how do you keep the public safe? We live with animals.
Yes. Okay.
Domestic and
wild animals.
Now, 75% of diseases that affect humans, which are zoonotic. Zoonotic means diseases that can be transmitted from animals to humans and vice versa. They are from the animal origin.
Wow.
Yes.
So that means the malaria came from animal.
It's not mosquito it came from.
Okay, yeah, now.
There was one other one that was from monkey.
So
even flu.
Abby, from the monkey.
I know you want to say monkey pox.
Monkey, no.
Ebola.
Okay.
No, Ebola was Ebola from monkey.
Yeah, from bushmeat.
Bushmeat. It's not monkey because I didn't remember monkey.
Maybe I'm confusing the story.
So
even chicken pox, you can say it's from chicken.
Veterinary medicine is very interesting in the sense that we are trying to protect the human population by making sure the animals around us are healthy. Okay. So it's very important. Like if you have dogs around you, they could and they come down with rabies. They infect. They can infect humans, and rabies has no cure.
No.
If you have cats around you and you don't practice good hygiene, the cat feces can carry toxoplasma. Toxoplasma causes abortion in women. It causes big head babies.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes, in women.
Let me sit up. I'm learning.
Also, in the abattoir, if you're doing, if there are no veterinarians to check your meat during meat inspection, humans can get tuberculosis from infected cows. Yes. So there are so many. Like the case of anthrax.
I don't feel.
No fear. That's why you need veterinarians.
You know,
Like the case of anthrax, there was anthrax in Nigeria.
Nigeria, yeah.
Yes. And for anthrax, it is very deadly in the sense that the blood of the animal, if it's open and inhaled by humans, you get the disease just by inhalation.
By inhaling.
Yes, inhalation, by skin.
Contact.
So, yes. So it's and then the virus, the bacteria does not leave the environment on time. It's not something.
It's not easy.
It's not something that if the blood should spill here, you just wash it off. No,
It will be there.
They will be there. So you need a professional to help you.
I think it's just like human. You know when human blood stains.
No. We're not talking about just the blood. We are talking about what is in the blood.
Okay,
bacteria.
in the blood. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, so you are saying it's not also in human?
No, I'm saying it's the cow in anthrax now. The anthrax makes the cow to have a blood from orifices, like maybe from the nose, from the ear, and all of that. Now, if you don't have a veterinarian there to inspect that cow before you slaughter, you have a party, you are eager to slaughter, and then the cow is bleeding from the different orifices, and you don't know, because you don't know. As a veterinarian, if I should see that is a suspected anthrax case, so I would tell you, don't slaughter. I'm suspecting that this cow is not okay. But you, as you are not a professional, you don't know, you don't even have the awareness and all, you slaughter. I'm telling you now that in the process of slaughtering, all of you there inhaling the
blood,
air,
everything, the air and everything is like being polluted.
Yes, or
the
the blood
polluted.
touching your cut skin and all, you will all get anthrax as well, because it's zoonotic. So veterinarians are there to make sure that the environment, the animals, everything, they are all healthy, so that humans can live a healthy life. Yes. So even during meat inspection, the total aim of meat inspection is to make sure that humans eat wholesome meat. They consume wholesome meat. When they say wholesome, free from diseases.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We talked about that, but you know, there's something I want to ask again.
Okay.
When you talk about inspecting, please, in Nigeria, as a doctor, a veterinarian doctor in Nigeria, how many times or how often, like, because to me, in Nigeria, you know, even we that have animals, like, when they say go and call vet, you be like, what vet won't do?
Weekend party. Say, I go there with microscopes, go and be checking the meat again.
Like, what can you say about the? See, that's the based on your field.
Experience
like in Nigeria, how valued do people, you know, like, do they value veterinarians? Yeah.
Okay. Well, when I came into UI then 2005, 2006 to study veterinary medicine, in fact, my mom and some other people that knew I was coming for veterinary medicine were so sad.
Like, seriously, about medicine?
Yes. My dad was a human medic.
Oh.
Yes, before he died.
Oh.
Yes. So everybody was like, don't worry, when you enter, you just switch. You know, I had the option of going for dentistry or physiotherapy, but I was like, no, I want to go for vet medicine. I think I like animals enough to go for vet medicine, you know. So everybody was sad. But over the years, when I started studying it, I found out that it's even very difficult. What we are studying is very difficult because we had to study across species, the differences in species. A female dog, a reproductive organ is different from a sheep's reproductive organ. Is different from a horse reproductive. So I found out that I'm even coming to stress myself. You know, is it worth it? No. I was like, is it worth it? And then later I started looking at my colleagues that will graduate to see the outcome. Are they going to really study this course?
Exactly.
And yes, they were studying the course. That's when the, HIV was
very popular.
Yes, and it was the and then where it came from chimpanzee, and then people started looking into the animal aspect.
Please, doctor, please just hold on a bit. It came from chimpanzee, like
HIV, like the human got it.
And you're laughing.
Human
I want to
got
know.
I mean, I heard it from that HIV came from.
You can check it. Let's
monkey.
Google it again.
No,
That monkey.
like
It came from an animal. Do you understand? So then I was like, okay, so if this thing comes from an animal, it means this profession is not a waste. There are so many diseases. So when they started teaching me different diseases, like Lassa fever comes from multi-mammaled rats, and they tell us how when there are rats in the environment, how the virus and then it affects humans. And how they, so I said, no, this cause is not a useless cause. It is something that is actually protecting the human population.
Yeah.
So my interest, I started building more interest in it. I started wanting to know more about the cause, and then I started appreciating it. And whatever you appreciate and you put your heart into, people begin to appreciate it as well. Because I know right now you're appreciating veterinary medicine.
Like I'm
I know, but you appreciate it.
You.
Yes,
that's ready.
She said the reading is not even easy.
No, but you mentioned that what would you use veterinary?
Yeah, like
but
we
now
know
you
people
are
don't value
enlightened
it.
a bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That I'm really like enlightened, like a lot of things. There are a lot of things to learn from it.
Yes.
But you know when they come and say veterinary doctor, you be like, what's veterinary
And
doctor?
right
Even
now,
my own child, I won't tell my child to come and do.
No, and right now, there's something called One Health. There's something called One Health. Other countries have started practicing it, where you have the veterinarian, you have the human medic, and you have the environmentalist. Yes. Okay. Working hand in hand to make sure humans are safe. Okay. Yes. They come together. For instance, like I said, let's do a case of rabies. Rabies is in the environment. A stray dog should bite somebody, and then the person comes down with rabies. The person can die within 10 to 14 days. And there's no cure, and the death is very, very, very painful. I know this is not a rabies show, but just so you know,
at least viewers out there, I think they're picking one or two.
The death is very painful. Now, the human medic does not have the full knowledge of the rabies in the dog. So they will need the veterinarian to assist in the investigation. Okay. And then now the environmentalist comes in. There are stray dogs in the environment.
They might have transferred.
Yes, it's still the same. So they need the environmentalists will have to work with the veterinarian to reduce the stray dog population in the environment, because rabies is very deadly.
No, I think there's anti-rabies. Yes. Because I remember when my husband had such incident like a dog. That thing can be very painful. There's pre- and
post-exposure anti-rabies vaccination. Yeah, he
had to go through it, and then the injections, but it was very painful. Yes. So for a full-grown man to have that kind of pain, I can imagine what that pain.
So now the world is working towards One Health. Even in Nigeria, they are working towards a One Health approach, where there is a collaboration between these three, and even more. Sometimes even sociologists, even psychologists too, because the way people practice things can cause diseases. So you can't just work with a doctor.
That's the way of life of people.
Yes, you need a psychologist to assess the way they think about things. That's why you see some questionnaires. They will tell you knowledge, attitude, and practice. What are they practicing that is making this disease come down? Like mosquito. There is mosquito in the environment. Do they sleep with mosquito nets? Okay, let's talk about Lassa fever. Do they farm rice? Do they spread it? Because the rat is attracted to the rice. That's why you hear it in states like Ebony, where they do rice farming a lot. So the veterinarian will have to go and check what species of rat is this. They will go and check to understand, is this the rat that
Causes last.
Yes, do you understand? Then the human medics are taking care of the people. Then the environmentalists are making sure that the environment is safe. Yes, the environment is clean. And other things that needs to be done.
Dr. Jenny, are you married?
Okay, yes, I am married, but I'm presently separated.
Okay, you have kids.
I have 3 lovely kids.
Because why I asked was because I want to know how you cope with, family life, fashion, work life, and then, the aspect of career. Because now you said you're doing your master's. Yes. So that was why I asked the question. So how do you get this done? We are talking about struggles, how to survive in this time.
How are you coping?
Well, to cope in this economy, like you said, she was drinking water. You have to drink plenty water.
That's right.
Okay. Well, basically, you have to prioritize what is necessary and what is not when it comes to expenses.
Yeah, I think that's
yes. You have to unsubscribe some things that that are not essential.
Yeah.
So basically, for me, how I am coping in this economy is I'm making myself, like I said, I came back for my master. I'm trying to be employable. You have to have different skills.
Yeah, because I was about to go to that aspect.
To increase your employability.
Yeah.
Yes. Even if you are, gone are those days they will say, jack of all trades, master of none. You have
jack of all trades is master of all.
He's not master of all. You have to be able to fit in
the present society with everything that is going on.
Like for me, I upgraded my fashion skills because I learned for just 1 month. So I actually always upgrade, but whenever there's any style that I know if
it's trending
or if I can
and you need to know better.
Yes, if I can quickly create something, I go and learn it very well so that I can be able to make money out of it. Yes, so that's what I'm doing this period. This period I noticed before now I was doing more of bespoke, where you bring your ashwebi and all of that. But this period I noticed we are doing a lot of ready to wear, mixing of Ankara fabric, using
lace materials.
So I had to switch again to that side.
It's something that has to be, because of the field. You have to just follow the trend, what's in vogue.
Yes. So apart from making yourself employable, you have to learn how to cut down on your budget in terms of, instead of buying new things, why not fix the old
ones? Yeah.
So you need to increase your management skills. Okay. Learn how to manage.
Some people will not get them, uncle.
Although
the economy will learn, you learn by 5 by 5.
Yes, you have to learn how to manage what you have. Because you have to, because no matter how the economy is bad, you need to still learn how to save for emergency in terms of health, emergency in terms of opportunities too.
Yeah.
So if you want to survive in this economy, you cut down your expenses, you prioritize. Okay, this is not necessary, this is like most times what our parents do when we are going to school. Some parents park their car there and use
and go
public transport,
go
where they want to go. Then when
school runs, I do that sometimes
too. So that's you prioritizing, cost, right? To save costs.
Sometimes when you calculate like my activities for the day and like, okay, instead of doing this and like what you said with my fuel
all over the place.
Let me just
even now you have to do it by 5 by 4. There are sometimes I want to go to the market. There are some places I know someone. Let me park my car. I'm coming.
You just use public transport, go and come back.
One thing again, even the transportation is not cheap. Sometimes I will sit down and I'll calculate, okay, I want to go here, and I calculate the amount. In my mind, I'm like, I'll give myself comfort. Let me use that money, because by the time I check the money, it's more. And I'll be like, I'll buy the petrol inside this car and move. Because then, petrol, no matter how, transportation was still cheaper. But even transportation now is not even cheap.
That's why I said in terms of school runs.
School runs now.
Because if you carry the children to pay for transportation, it doesn't even make sense.
Exactly.
So most times, some parents just park the car. If they know, okay, I'm going to the office, just me. I'm not branching the market today or anything. I'm going to the market, I'm coming back. It's cheaper. When you close, you go to the school, you pick your kids,
and pick your kids and
you go home. For that day, you know you didn't spend so much on fuel. Because for me, I feel everybody has to calculate how much do I spend in a month. You can't just be spending. How much do I spend? Yes. How much did I spend for fuel?
Yeah. Now you're talking about, you know, cutting down, budgeting.
Yes. How much did I spend for fuel this week? So you have to know that. Oh, that means this place I'm going, is it necessary
or not?
Or not? If it's not necessary, there's no need for you to go, because you can always, these days they do Zoom meeting and all of that. So
everything is becoming, you know, online media.
So you can use that means instead of saying, oh, let's gather here. Is it necessary? If everybody does not have the money to gather there, why not do the Zoom? Even though you do use data,
but it's cheaper.
It's still cheaper. Then, like I said, you try and use manage what you have, your resources,
income,
your resources you have in terms of if you have a car, you maintain the car. You need to
fuel the car.
Yes, you need to increase your maintenance culture of whatever you have. You don't
use
care
it
less
anyhow,
with your property. So that you don't have to be thinking of buying a new one. You teach the children, see this TV, if you people break it, no TV again. We're not buying a new TV in this house.
Honestly, in fact, I really appreciate your idea. I saw the outfit you made. Those outfits were by you.
Yes.
Actually, they were beautiful outfits.
Thank you.
In fact, what was the inspiration? There was one I saw, like, kind of, is it beaded or what?
Which one was that?
There was a kind of gown. I think it has it's kind of flare or something.
Is it green? The green one?
The kind of, was it ash or peach? There's a color.
I wish I could, because
you can't remember. I know I saw a lot of them, and I was like, I like this.
Most of them are beaded. Some. But I advertise my business a lot because that's where I get income from as well. So she knows. So when I saw that the workload was too much, doing school runs, going to for classes, coming back to make clothes and all that, I had to look for someone that she has her own shop, but I can cut the clothes down and go and give her that, okay, join these clothes for me. Join it like this, join it like this, and then I pay her. So I think it's more of a contract employment.
Which is even better than doing nothing at all.
Yes. Instead of me saying, since I don't need me, let me just leave it. I beg, I'm tired. So I had to think of that.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank
Dr.
you
Jenny. It was good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Our dear viewers, I'm sure you're able to learn one or two, especially the veterinary aspects that she explained, then her work and everything. So in Nigeria today is important, like the way the economy is going, please have diverse skill for you to be able to survive in the economy of today. And in fact, Coco, I think
leave it for me.
We'll leave it for her if I don't have much to say.
Well, Dr. Jenny, I'm so happy that you came today. You're looking so good. You're looking so sweet and all. And of course, we don't want you to go empty-handed. Thank you so much for coming to the show. So, on behalf of us from Everything is Everything, we want to present to you our Jota. Thank you so much.
At least you can take that when you have a customer, write their measurements
there.
Yes, I can. Thank you so much.
It will be very useful for you.
Very, 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 very.
Thank you so much for coming. We've had a lovely time. We've just said about cat and your dog in your house, how you can be careful. We've just said about the economy. We've just said about struggling and making it out, and how everybody is drinking water and dropping cup. So
and most important, just turn that hobby into something that can bring you a little
money.
Yes, go professional on it.
It's no longer just do hobby for free.
No hobby again.
Just do.
Everything is hustle now.
Learn more about it. Get a certificate or get a skill from that hobby that you love so much. Upgrade your skill and all that, and before you know, you'll be making profits out of it as well.
So Coco, turn your hobby to business.
Everything is a hustle for me.
You are multi.
The hustler. The hustle is real.
The hustle is real. Okay. So in case you guys want to learn from my online Canva class, do write it in the comments. I'm interested in learning Canva from you, Coco, and I would be so interested in teaching you. So thank you guys for coming. Nelo, you are looking lovely. I wanted to tell you that.
Thank you so much.
Lovely as usual.
Lovely skin.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jenny, for coming. We've had a lovely time. I've learned so much. I go they look the meat. I go they chop for party now.
Your mind, you go carry microscope. They go
check them before I chop them. Tell me they fry them. Maybe they no fry them.
Fry. Have the blood come out from the nose. Have it come out from the mouth.
No, we don't go reach that. We don't go enter that level. So I've had a very lovely time with you guys. Thank you so much for being on the show. This is Everything is Everything. Join us next time. Don't miss it. Bye.